Okay, will you get mad if I touch your hair? Don't touch my hair, it is super sharp. Not really recommended for humans to touch them.
This is Anya Melfissa from Hololive Indonesia 2nd generation. Anya is an ancient weapon known as a keris who was granted human form after a mystical ritual by her, I assume, lonely master. She's the butterer of toast, has cool glasses, her gorilla streams have the best thumbnails, and she is a known toaster abuser. In this video, I'm going to be debunking a lie that Anya has recently told her fans. This lie, of course, being that her hair is sharp. Let's start by talking about the anatomy of knives. This is an average knife. These are usually characterized by the sharp silver blade here and the not sharp, usually black handle here. Considering the fact that knives are, well, inanimate objects, they don't have an official head or body, but I think most people would assume that if these knives were to become sentient, the blade would be the head and the handle would be the body. Take Knife from Inanimate Insanity, for example. Notice how his face is here on the blade and his arms and legs are here, connected to the handle. That's the anatomy of a knife. What does this have to do with Anya's hair? Well, let's put Anya next to Knife and see if we notice any differences between them. Hey, look, I already noticed a major difference. One of them is human-shaped and the other is knife-shaped. And for those that think this is an unfair comparison because Anya is a keris and Knife is, well, a knife. A keris is a dagger, and daggers are just knives meant for stabbing. So you're wrong, shut up. Of course, this isn't nearly enough to prove Anya's hair isn't sharp, so let's go into the more sciencey stuff. Since the only reason Anya is even in human form was because of a ritual thingy, then maybe her master, or god, or whoever was in charge of sculpting her form, decided to make her hair sharp as a way to help her survive, or just make her life easier. Well, if that's the case, then I don't know what the heck they were thinking, because I don't see any benefits to having sharp hair. The only thing I can think of that even resembles a benefit is if someone attacked Anya from behind trying to suplex her, so she just flips her hair up in front of her face and it goes flying into the guy's face and slices his face like eyes. That's about all I can think of. But even then, assuming Anya's skin is as strong as human skin, then the hair is going to get in her face and it's going to start cutting into her skin as well. And if Anya decided to use her sharp hair for sharp jobs like cutting fruits or vegetables or Thanksgiving turkey or just buttering toast, wouldn't it be constantly annoying using her hair for all of that? I think literally any other part of her body would have been more convenient for those tasks. Especially buttering toast, because the butter's going to get all over her hair and that's going to be a hassle to clean off. Oh yeah, also I just remembered Anya actually uses margarine, not butter, but since margarine's a butter substitute, I assume margarine is also the same thing. It's going to be a hassle to clean off. Now let's look at the most obvious evidence of Anya's hair not being sharp. Anya's hair. Just look at it! You really expect me to believe her hair is sharp when it looks so fluffy? It's like a brown cloud with how poofy it is. It's like a Samoyed. You know those dogs? They're like really, really fluffy like Anya's hair, and they're really cute and they look cool when they're wearing glasses just like Anya. How on earth could Anya's hair be sharp if it looks more like cotton candy than anything that's actually sharp? Like, is Anya's hair supposed to be like that of a porcupine's quills? I'm sorry, I didn't know she was a porcupine. I thought she was a dagger. Are you starting to understand why Anya's claim of having sharp hair is so ridiculous? It's like if one day Ina decided to say on stream that her hair was hard, you would have immediately doubted her just by looking at how squishy her hair looks. That's basically the same thing with Anya, except for some reason everyone believes her. Anya's fans, her Mel friends, heard her on stream say that her hair was sharp.
It is super sharp.
They looked at her hair and they accepted what she said as fact. There is literally evidence right in front of them that contradicts her statement. This, of course, is evidence for my theory that Anya is brainwashing her fans, but I'm not gonna get into that. So now that I've proven that Anya's hair is not sharp, it is actually fluffy and soft, what part of Anya is actually sharp? Even in human form, as a dagger, she has to have a part of her body that is sharp, but what is that part of the body? I personally believe that the parts of Anya that are actually sharp are the hands and feet, specifically the nails. Back to the knives. Sharp blade, not sharp handle. Got that? Good. But then there's this thing called a sheath.
Sheath!
It's basically something that you put your knife in and then it covers the blade part and then you can throw it all over the place without cutting anything. I think you know where I'm going with this. Anya's clothes are the sheath, and that means her body is the blade. And that means her hair is the handle. It's amazing. Even when I'm explaining why I think her hands and feet are sharp, I'm proving why her hair is not sharp. Also, if someone tried to attack her, she could easily just chop his head off. I promise, he won't be attacking anyone else after that. Also, it makes chopping fruits, vegetables, reine, and buttering toast a lot more easier since she doesn't even have to go and get the knife. She can just use her hand. And I mean, we've all gotten butter on our hands. Just wash it off with soap. And while her hands and feet don't look sharp, I can tell you I'm not a knife, and I've accidentally cut my heels a few times with my toenails, and trust me, they don't look sharp. And again, since I'm not a knife, that means Anya's nails could be so much sharper. They could probably cut through the fabric of space and time itself. So there you have it. I have not only proven Anya's hair is not sharp, I have actually given you another theory as to what part of Anya is actually sharp. This is something I felt like needed to be addressed since everyone seems to think Anya's hair is actually sharp, and I feel like I'm the only person who actually knows it's not. And even if she won't admit that she lied to us all, I'll still like her. I'll still watch her streams. You should watch her streams as well. Just know, Anya's hair is not sharp. The earth is flat. Don't listen to the media. They're always lying to you. Alright, that's it. Bye.